Hey everyone, I'm Justine, and welcome back to the Call of Duty Championship. We are here on the tournament floor, and there's actually still games going on right now. We've had a ton of amazing games today. We even came down to a three-way tie between Immunity, Pain, and Phoenix, with Pain moving on to the next round. We're going to be doing a wrap-up, some highlights, and everything that you guys may have missed today if you weren't able to watch all of the streams, because there were a ton of games played. So we're going to head up to Hastro and Fwiz to give you guys all of the highlights.
Thank you very much, Justine. It has been quite the matchup today. We've seen some crazy things happen, particularly in pool number one. Some upsets, Unite Gaming, just to name one off the cuff. But it's been a great day, the first official ever Call of Duty Championship, and we had some of the world's best teams here competing. Unfortunately, some people had to go today, man, and we are moving into a championship bracket tomorrow, so 16 teams did advance to a double elimination best of 5. It was a best of 3 pool play today. The top 2 teams from each group will advance to the double elimination bracket in Hastro. What a day, man.
Oh man, it's been a long one, but you know what? We're whittling it down right now.
Whittling it down.
So a few teams have already exited from the Call of Duty Championship. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner here. However, all of these teams getting an amazing experience in Hollywood, California. And you see on the floor, there's still so many people engaged here in some matches on our pods. But Fwiz, we have a few highlights, I think, don't we? We have a few highlights to take a look at a little later. There's all kinds of matches still going on. We'll bring you those highlights shortly, but let's actually go down to Chris Puckett on the floor, and Puckett is going to have a little update for us.
That's right, guys. What's up, you gorgeous gamers? I just got out of the production truck, and let me just tell you, that thing is amazing. I got done cutting some of the highlights, and these first ones, it was from the very first match of the day. So if you missed it, here it is from your 12:30 match featuring Furico Impact.
As we are going to stick on board with him, trying to move it in the hard point, takes him out, and now he's going to start doing in there, moving there slowly, picks up another kill, so Karma off to a great start. He's actually got to be pretty close to his Hellstorm that he is working towards here.
As Miracles is on a 2-kill spree, let's see what Miracles can do as he's hopping down into the courtyard, popping off some shots with the MSMC. Did not pick up a kill there, but however, gets some hip-fire shots on a challenging player from Team Immunity. He's EMP'd at the moment too, Fwiz, and now finally that goes away. Parasite picking up a kill in your feed. Killa picking up a kill for Furico, and Miracles now picking up one. Can he get... Oh, no, he can't. Let's jump on board with Parasite now, actually. Parasite's in the hard point. He has got to have some score streaks at this point. He's on a 6-kill spree.
He's got something, and he's actually let him go as the lightning strike just got ripped out. He does pick up a kill there on Buzzin', so nice kill by Parasite. He's got the sentry gun in tow. He's going to throw that thing on the roof and see if they can just close this one out in fashion. They are close to the 250 mark, so they will not be going to 3 minutes and 20 seconds, as he has got 9 consecutive kills, and that sentry gun is just tearing everyone up. Make it 10, as now he's on a roll, and he does still have that Hellstorm. He's going to make it rain and close this game out in fashion. Furico Impact takes game number 1, Hastro.
Immunity is going to have to win this round to win, or to stay in this first matchup versus Furico Impact. If they do lose this Search and Destroy, they will lose their first group play match against Furico Impact. So here we go. You see Karma playing that patiently, just waiting for those shots to go off, picking up the easy kill there as that Immunity player was trying to get a reload.
Now he's playing a little bit more aggressive, gonna move up, takes out Renzi. That was a nice kill by him, so Karma and Parasite are able to take out both players, making it a 4v2.
They are going to take this match number 1 at Call of Duty Championships versus Team Immunity from Australia. Impact showing why they are considered the world's best at the moment.
Man, that was an intense matchup. Puckett, I don't know, you could tell we were pretty jazzed up. What did you think of that match?
Dude, Furico looks so strong all day long. And in that first matchup, they just looked simply incredible. They didn't stop there, though, Fwiz. They went on after winning their first series and brought that same energy into their second one. And you got to check it out in this highlight.
Going to be a very big match. We got Pain Gaming versus Phoenix here.
Why don't we actually jump on board with Shibler for Phoenix? Shibler on a 3-kill spree inside the hard point. Can he pick that kill up? Yes, he can. Pre-firing right there. Oh my goodness, Shibler with a huge 3-piece for Phoenix as they now are clawing back in. And Sotero going big right now for Pain Gaming. That was a huge kill to set up this next hard point, Fwiz.
As we stick on board here, we're going to switch over to Sotero here as he's trying to work up his score streaks, picks up another kill there. there.
Sees
Oh
the
my
hardpoint
gosh.
housing. He gets taken out. Sotero now inside. Umbra making the move through the window, picking up a huge kill right there for Phoenix. Can they hold this, Fliz? As Umbra now making the moves, pre-firing the doorway. Phoenix coming back here. 10 seconds
this is
left.
so big. Umbra's trying to hold it down. He gets taken out. Only 13, 14 points separate the teams, and it's going to be Phoenix that wins this one here. Oh my goodness, a team that was down the entire hard point, they're able to come back in this and win it. Huge play by Phoenix. They're taking game number 1. What an amazing hard point match we just saw there. We've got Search and Destroy on Meltdown. It's Phoenix versus Pain Gaming. Pain Gaming actually let that hard point get away from them in game number 1, so they are going to start off on the offensive side of things. Switching over to the Phoenix squad. Let's see what Shibler is able to do. He's got 2 kills going, but he did take an EMP. Tries to get a shot, does pick up the kill there. Nice shots by Shibler, able to connect, making it a 2v1 situation. Shibler closes it out, takes out Gosu Legend for Pain, so Phoenix up 3-0. Molesto, we're gonna stay on man of the hour. He's got the MSMCs moving into the A bomb site here, being aggressive. Sees 2 in front of him, picks up 1, not able, picks up 2 with the 2-piece. Nice play by Alesto.
Strike City here in a second, Fwiz. But Tahor picking a big kill on Alesto. If they can take out Shibler, then Shibler is actually going to be in position to not use his score streaks. But here we go. Now the lightning strikes come out. And you know what? I really don't like this play by Phoenix. He just pinged it right now.
And Alesto died too. A foolish play with the sniper rifle, and he has some streaks that can help out as well. So they're actually allowing Pain to get back in this game.
Umbra, he did pick up a kill right there. Can he close it out for Phoenix? It's going to be up to him. Sentry gun taking some shots now. Umbra knows where that player is from Pain, and he's going to have to try and find him.
Oh no! Oh my God, choke! Oh, he does get it. He almost choked. Oh my God, he almost choked, man. I had trouble breathing as I was sitting just watching him, but he was able to get the kill. Look at that Cap 40 had a little bit of kick on it. He's able to switch over just in time. But I'll tell you what, Phoenix, although they won this all 2-0, those were very close games, and it shouldn't have been game number 2. Wow, that was another intense one. Just go through these recaps, Punkers. Man, I got goosebumps there. Astro, what did you think of that, man?
Oh, man, those were some amazing plays out of both those teams, but you saw that 3-piece by Shibler, followed up by a strong performance in that S&D for Team Phoenix. Puckett, what did you think about those clips right there, buddy?
Man, Shibler was ripping it on standoff, and then Umbra's play, jumping through that window, got me so hyped. They pulled it out in game number 1, but I don't know, man. What did you think about Phoenix in the Search and Destroy game? They looked really strong, but then we saw the battle going back and forth.
Yeah, we actually saw some really fumbled use of score streaks in that game. Fwiz and I were going nuts up here. We wish we had the controller in our hands, but at the end of the day, they made it work, and they came out on top with that victory. However, they did get eliminated later in the tournament by Pain Gaming.
That game had no business being as close as it was in Search and Destroy. They let that one draw out with the score streaks, but what a great match. But yes, ultimately, Pain did eliminate Phoenix. They're out of the matches now.
And I got to ask you guys, just talking about Phoenix, unfortunately they got knocked out, but which player were you most impressed by on that squad? Because they looked like they were playing all pretty solid as a team, but was there one player that stood out to you the most?
Yeah, you know what? I have to say Dilemma. Dilemma made some really big plays throughout. You know, maybe he didn't have the highest score, but he actually made some huge clutch plays for Team Phoenix. And I actually just got to speak to him. Very nice guy. And he was a little disappointed that he's out of the event, but at the same time, he's just appreciative of the experience. And you know, hats off to Phoenix. They provided some really entertaining gameplay.
Good stuff, man. Well, I got to ask you there, Pain, the Spanish superheroes.
Yes.
Was there a superstar from that squad you were watching?
I don't know. That whole team has been lighting it up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, literally each one of those players, other than Tahoro's RC car skills, that needs some work. But Jazo actually had been, he went off, especially where it mattered the most in some of those, the hard point round robin games. He was doing great.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we have another matchup to break down, Puckett. It's going to be Impact and Phoenix coming up here in your highlight. North American squads winning that in Phoenix and Frico Impact. And now it's our first North American versus North American matchup.
Only 5 seconds left on the hard point. They're setting up for the next one. Killa is going to catch both Phoenix members trying to set up in the garage there, and they were not able to hold it down. So Farico takes the next one from him, picks up another kill there on another Phoenix player. So Killa for Farico just holding it down.
Now let's switch on board to Karma from Farico. Let's switch on board with Karma. He is now in the middle of the map, making all sorts of work of Phoenix. And
picking up a big kill right there. Getting the stealth chopper.
The stealth
Fwiz.
chopper. My dude has got some cojones, man. He went with the stealth chopper in here. He's going to call that in, and let's see how the Phoenix team is going to be able to handle that. And now we're going to kick off game number 2 here. Search and destroy on Cargo. Farico Impact takes game number 1. Let's see if they can take game number 2 from Phoenix.
And here you go. Phoenix picking up a kill right there. It was Alesto. Karma. 23 seconds left to go. He's got to put the bomb down. Shibler taking out his teammate Miracles, and now he's getting sniped at. Can he pick up the kill? Yes, he can. On to Dilemma.
No, he did it.
It's a 1 versus 1 now.
Oh, he's going to just push it. He's just going for it. Not going to put the bomb
he's not
down.
gonna put the bomb
This
down.
is an
He's gonna have to
aggressive
find
move.
this
He's actually
player.
going to try to chase him,
Oh,
and he sees him.
Karma.
Smart play, doesn't get his shots off, then gets it up. Karma takes him out. Nice kill. Takes out Phoenix. Smart play. What a ballsy move. Kill is actually going to try to just get the bomb down here because he does have some good coverage from the rest of the Farico squad who's got his back, and bomb is going to go down there. And now it's up to Phoenix to do something about it.
Yeah, Rico's so confident right now. Parasite picking up a double kill with the sniper.
Snipes.
Let's actually switch on board
Yeah,
to
we are.
Parasite.
We saw all that, baby. That was great. 2 nice kills by Parasite for you.
And Dilemma is going to be last man. Here comes the Hellstorm from Karma, and there it does connect. Karma going huge
Stop,
for Farico
Karma.
Impact. And there's the final kill. Handshakes all around by both teams. Great sportsmanship here.
Yes.
There's your final kill cam. It's going to be Karma taking out Dilemma for the win.
I will
Farico
say
Impact.
about that sportsmanship, too, we've got some classy gentlemen here. They understand what it takes to play at a professional level. They are showcasing that now. There's none of that garbage trash talk going back and forth, so I got to give a lot of love to those guys.
So that was a huge, huge match right there.
Yeah.
And Impact looking so strong, Puckett. We saw a couple plays out of those boys that, you know, it just solidifies again the reason why many people think they're the best in the world here. That was a North American versus North American matchup, our first of the day. Phoenix ultimately going down 2-0.
So Fwiz and Astro, my 2 players so far to watch have definitely been Parasite and Karma. The other 2 guys, they've definitely been pulling their weight as well, but who would you name so far in this tournament as Farico Impact's MVP?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Karma has been doing a really good job, but Parasite with the sniping, he's had some great matches. As the captain of the team, he keeps them together. On the same hand, with Miracles and Kill on that team, Miracles has only been in 2 tournaments ever, MLG, EGL, and this is his 3rd. So this guy playing at the level that he's playing at such a high level, I kind of want to give it up to him too. So I don't know, I'm really divided, which is, it's tough with that Farico squad. Puckett, you know best.
Yeah, I'm answering this one too. I'd have to say it's Parasite.
Yeah.
Parasite, you saw him at the end of one of those matches go
The
on like a
PSAT.
10-11 kill spree to end that hard point. Didn't even get his Hellstorm to connect as they hit 250. And then in the S&D, the man just went off.
Oh, that
he
S&D,
went
yeah,
off.
that's
so
true.
Parasite has been the strongest player here for Farico Impact, and he's doing much more slaying than we're used to seeing out of him. And if that's happening, you have to watch out for Farico Impact. If Parasite is slaying a little bit more, picking up more kills, that just adds to the fury that this team brings. I'm amazed by Parasite right now.
And guys, we should take a second, and these are highlight reels, so we're only showing you the best clips of the best that were on the live stream that we caught on air. But we should talk about the roles of Miracles and Kill on the squad. And for those that are just joining us, that are just learning about Farico Impact, what can you tell people about these guys and their SMGs? Because they're 2 of the most aggressive and most impressive SMGs in the room tonight.
Yeah, we talked about it on the broadcast earlier tonight. Killa is an amazing run and gun player. When you work with him on a team, you just kind of got to cut him loose and let him do what he does best. Roll around with the MSMC. I mean, he was just taking heads off with that thing. I got to give it up. Killa he can just slay when he runs and guns.
Yeah, and you know, we made the analogy earlier. Then this is how we discussed it, Puckett. We said that let's say you take a soccer match, for example. You have your defensive players, your sweeper, you have your midfielders, and you have your strikers. You know, the way these guys break down, it's very similar to a football setup. You know, you have Parasite, who's your sweeper. Nothing gets through this guy. Nothing gets in your own goal. Parasite is always there in the back. Your midfielders are your, you know, Miracles, Karma. Those guys run the midfield. Karma attacks a lot out of that midfield. And Killa is just the most aggressive player you could ever have on your team. He's your striker in your face, also like a point guard in basketball. That's the best way to break down the way these guys work. And it's just, they're so in tune with each other,
Absolutely.
so strong. They're going to be a 1 seed headed into bracket play.
And our last highlight of the evening is going to be Pain versus Immunity. This was one for the ages. This is going to go into the history books of Call of Duty, I'll tell you that. So here we go. We are about to kick off game number 2 here. We've got Immunity versus Pain Gaming. Pain Gaming able to take game number 1 on Hardpoint Slums with ease. And now they're going to try to replicate that here on game number 2, Search and Destroy Cargo. Hastro, who are we watching?
I like what they're doing here. So run over with Sotero. Sotero picking up a kill. There are players left around right next to him right now. So we're still on board with him. He's in 1v2, Buzzin and Renzi. It would be a 1v3 clutch if he can make this happen. Spots a play right there, takes some errant shots, looking around for that second. Oh, he connects but doesn't get the kill as Renzi takes him out. And Immunity taking a 5-1 lead. Fwiz, they're hyped now. What he can do. Oh, there's a player challenging. It's going to be Buzzin and Immunity, your Australian squad, if they get this defuse, are going to win the round. There it is. So they're going to take a map here versus Pain Gaming. The series is now tied 1-1, Fwiz. And we're going to have to go into map number 3. There's Immunity, thanking God.
It's time to get back to our matches that we have here on the Alpha stream. We actually have Pain Gaming versus Immunity. So we got the Spanish lads versus, I believe, is that the Australian team, correct?
Right. That is correct.
Yeah, so that's this truly is the World Championship.
Here, let's switch on board with Tahor, who's anchoring for Pain Gaming.
He is, and he's got some kills. He's actually getting close to his RC car that he has for his choice score streak, so he is going to pick that up with the kill that he just got here, holding down that anchor position. 25 seconds left on the clock. They've got a lot of points coming through here as Tahor just ripping it up. Actually got a wall bang there. Nice shot by him, and these guys are just racking up the points. 105-17. Oh, here we go. Oh. RC car is out, and you are a terrible driver, Tahor. Yes.
Oh, no.
Tahor,
no. Oh, get it through.
That thing's going to blow up before it gets anywhere.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we just found our first play of the Top 5 Fails compilation.
As Pain Gaming takes it 250-60 for the Spanish team, all the way over from Spain. Here's Jayzo. 1, 2, and make it 3.
He made it look easy.
That was a nice shot right there by Jayzo. 27-11.
Our first game number 3, as we said on the Alpha stream, so it will be Capture the Flag. This time it's going to be on Raid.
Now, Raid is one of those maps where we get to see a lot of gun skill come out of players. Lots of engagements that occurred here. One-on-one gunfights, as you just saw, heads up right there. Sotero taking down Renzi. Sotero making a move. Nice. Pain Gaming getting the first pull here of our game, 1 minute and 15 seconds in. And Sotero now is trying to rotate over with Jayzo. And Jayzo
security guard in front of him. Yeah.
Absolutely. Jayzo picking up a big kill and another one. Now it's going to be up to Naked, pushing from the opposite side to put this stop, but the horse shuts him down. This is going to be a flag capture for Sotero, unless this lightning strike. No, the lightning strikes came in from Jayzo. Of the map, there are so many holes in the Australian side right now for Team Immunity, and oh, he barely made that dolphin dive in.
It just looks like it's going to be a 4-0 lead for Pain if they can do something about it here. Immunity does get one on the board with a huge return there. So Immunity going to help out. Going into that second half, they were able to finally get a cap on the board. However, down 3 caps is still a rough deficit. They only have 5 minutes to do anything about it.
You can't see it at home, but Jayzo is on fire. You'll get to see the scoreboard here shortly. He goes down. There you go. 27-13 for Jayzo. You're about to see it again. Huge play out of him. Gosu Legend going big at the end. Sotero with the flag captures. Everybody pitching in there for Pain Gaming. And it's Team Spain here. Looking good.
There was that RC car I was talking about, man. I'm telling you, dude, he cannot drive. He needs to switch that option out on his score streaks.
He earned it, though, Fwiz. He earned that RC car.
Yeah, he did, and he ran it right into the ground.
Tahor's driving skills were not the best, but Pain Gaming punching their ticket into the championship bracket in that round robin later on. Yep. Nice match with Immunity that we just saw. You know, Jayzo, you saw him right there. That's what we were saying. That's why he was the king. He was at the top of the scoreboard, into that hard point, did some really good work in the SMD and the CTF. Sotero, though, something to mention, he pulled 3 flags at the very beginning of that CTF on Raid, securing an early 3-0 lead that was eventually extended to 4-0. But Sotero doing the objective work for Pain Gaming. Puckett, it was just an amazing match to watch, watching Pain come through in the end.
It's good stuff, guys. I got to ask you, though, if they're going to move on, what is Pain's strongest game type?
Wow, well, see, I mean, that hard point was a little bit inconsistent, but I have to say capture the flag.
We
man.
only saw one CTF out of them, Puckett, but they looked strong in that CTF.
Yeah, like Castro said earlier, they took a 4-0 lead on that CTF. They had a ton of score streaks. They had a stealth chopper on the air. So I'll tell you what, it's hard to determine which might be their best game type, but I will have my eyes on their CTF games because they played that one very strong in the one they played.
4 caps in the first half, man, that's just brutal. I don't know if we'll see another team this weekend put up those numbers. Impressive stuff from Pain.
All right, so thanks, Puckett, for these updates.
Yes.
And we just had a great time looking at those highlights. But right now, we're going to go ahead and head back to Justine, who's down on the floor.
Thank you, guys. I am still here on the floor, and there are actually games still being played. So what you guys just saw were highlights from all of the games played today, but there's still games being played. So we're going to do a live look on some of these games, and you guys can see what's going on.
So
all right,
right here we have Fear versus Curse. Yeah, these are qualified through league matches, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. And look at where they're at right now. These guys are actually in an overtime round. It's still tied 0-0. You're seeing Fatalize right there with a big shot. So it looks like this one's going to go into a sudden death overtime, Fwiz. Huge match right here. Two of America's finest teams, Curse Gaming versus Team Fear, the perennial powerhouse. These guys have been around since the COD 4 days, won the 2008 MLG National Championship back 4 or 5 years ago now. And that huge implications here.
Let me tell you why this is so important. Both of these teams in the group are 1-0. So whoever wins this overtime capture the flag game number 3 will stamp their ticket into the championship. So there is so much riding on this. And of course, it's game number 3 in overtime.
Look at that assassin dropping 52 kills on the board right now. And look at that, it's gonna get replayed in full. So that map is gonna get replayed in full. And we're switching now. We're gonna go over to another pod. This is Donut Shop versus Vintage. And you see Goonjar for Donut Shop. They have a 1-0 lead here on this search and destroy on cargo. So it looks like Donut Shop is strong right now. Fwiz, how are they looking right now in the group?
Yeah, Epsilon is actually 2-0. Then right behind it, Donut Shop is 1-0. So Vintage is 0-1. So nobody's won the 3 games to lock their ticket in yet. However, this is a crucial matchup for Donut Shop if they want to take a nice, comfortable 2-0 lead here. So great match going up on the stream. Make sure you guys tune into that. That one's still going on. There's going to be some time left in this as they are only on game number 2.
Yeah, so I believe that's the Delta stream. Is that correct?
Hashro, your guess is as good as mine, but I do believe you're right.
Ping through the streams and find that one. That's actually a really good matchup. So we're actually going to cut now to the Bravo stream. And this is Soar versus Millennium. Huge match right here. This is what we call the Pool of Death. Probably the toughest, most skilled pool that we see here in group play. And you're seeing Godiga on your stream right now. He's the French favorite. French players love this guy, and now they're on board with Lawless from Team Soar, who we had the pleasure of watching early on in his Black Ops 2 career. And it looks like Godiga and Millennium have the 1-0 lead here in this Search and Destroy. So it's very early on in this S&D. What are the implications in this group right now, Fwiz?
Yeah, so looking at Millennium is 0-1 here, and Soar is 1-1. So they're neither one of them. I guess you're gonna have to watch out for Millennium. I mean, it's kind of a do or die.
This is the pool that has complexity in it.
Yeah,
actually.
this is Complexity, Soar, Infadream, which is a South Korean team, and Millennium.
So how's Complexity doing in this group right now?
Complexity is 2-0 in this particular.
So there you
group.
go. So it looks like Complexity has taken out Soar or Millennium, one of those, if not both. They are 2-0 in that group. Very strong squad. But again, Millennium and Soar, 2 amazing teams. And you should definitely go tune into that one. That's on the Bravo stream.
All right, we got 2 guys that I definitely want to throw it over to. I love both of them. It's AC and the notorious Major Nelson.
As the UK guys would say, they're lads.
Thank you, guys. Fwiz, Hastro, first of all, we got to tell you what a great job you guys are doing. You've been here all day long, keeping us plugged in. Amazing, amazing work, right, AC?
Absolutely, they're doing the real work. I'd just like to give a shout out to the UK casters as well, Benson and Brycey, putting in some serious work over there, so good work.
Now, I got to tell you, we're really excited on behalf of Xbox to be here. The Call of Duty Championship is huge. Call of Duty is one of the largest games, if not the largest game on Xbox Live. You know, we've got 42 million people around the world on Xbox Live. A lot of those folks are playing Call of Duty. That's why we're here. Let's talk about some of the teams.
Yeah, so I actually had the chance to speak to one of the South Korean teams today, InfiDream, which was great. And it's one of the coolest things about this weekend, I think. You've got teams from all over the world right here in one place to play Call of Duty. Now, I think those rest of the world teams are struggling a little bit. They're not used to this level of competition. But what's really great is they're getting this experience. They're playing against the top teams. They'll go back to their countries and hopefully really give the scene a boost in those markets. But what I'm really excited about is the European teams coming up big today. Every European team in the earlier sessions has qualified for tomorrow, including Pain Gaming, who you saw in that amazing playoff. So that is great news. I'm really, really keen to see a European team in the final, and I've got my eyes on Epsilon. They swept everyone so far today, so it's looking good.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, we were together, and of course with Hastra over there in Germany when we unveiled a lot of the features here, and it's so great to see how far they've come and just the excitement around it and what the teams are doing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is an incredible venue. It's an incredible setup, and I think when the teams came in here today, they were pretty overwhelmed by this. It's really great to see.
It's easy to get overwhelmed. Now, I want to remind people, Mob of the Dead, you are going to see the world premiere when you turn on your Xbox 360 Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. You can only see it when you watch the stream on your Xbox 360 dashboard. You're really looking forward to that, aren't you?
I cannot wait. Top tier Call of Duty action and Mob of the Dead as well.
It's extraordinary, so tune in for that. All right, we're going to let the guys up in the booth get back to work. Doing a great job up there. Fwiz, Hastro, back to you guys.
Thanks, gentlemen. I appreciate the update. Hastro, let's talk a little bit about matches we might be seeing tomorrow. Talk about things that have gone on today, and we actually have some pretty good. You've got all the intel, man. So let's drop it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've seen some amazing matchups, that's for sure. But you know what? Teams that have punched their ticket, we saw Optic Gaming go 3-0 in their group. They are 1 seed. Team Envious, 3-0 in their group. They are 1 seed. Farico Impact, 3-0 in their group play. They are number 1 seed. All of those are North American squads. Now we're seeing quite a few other matches. We saw Pain Gaming come through as well with that round robin. You know, there are some great teams punching their tickets now. It should also be noted that a couple league play teams are crushing it right now. Quantic Gaming went 3-0 in their group. That team qualified through league play, a very strong squad.
Didn't Quantic beat Unite as well?
They did. Yeah. Unite, another big story. Unite going down here. They took 2nd place at Dallas with the 3 players who were underage. Clayster, the only player off that team in Unite, had to come to the COD Championship solo, but picking up 3 great UK players, and it just was not enough as they dropped to Inferno, an Italian squad. The Italian team has punched their ticket through with Quantic from that group. Another group play that's going down right now, Complexity in that group 6, that's just so tough. They punched their ticket through league play. So a couple league play teams doing amazing here at the Call of Duty Championships in Hollywood. That should be noted. Those guys grinded on league play.
League matches, man.
They're looking real strong here. TVA, another one of those teams that I believe made it out of their pool. I'm not exactly sure, but I believe they came through from Envious's pool as the 2nd seed. So there's some great teams out of league play.
And Puckett, man, you've been watching a lot of these matches. What do you think, man?
Oh man, Complexity, that's my team to watch right now. They're 2-0, as you guys said. I got TP standing about 5 feet from me. He's shaking his head, yes. These guys, they looked incredible in the weeks leading up to this event. They've been grinding. They're ready to take home that $400,000 check. I think they're my team to look out for in Group 7. And then in Group 8, Epsilon.
Yeah,
Epsilon upcoming. I think they're going to be the team to watch tonight. Of course, those guys showing what they can do in Europe. Now they're in North America. Can they continue to perform well?
I like it, man. All just truisms by Puckett right there.
Yeah, he's dropping the knowledge right now. But you know what? Epsilon is one of those teams. They're so strong coming out of Europe. They're my favorites out of Europe to place the highest out of any of the European teams here. I really think Epsilon has a shot to win this $1 million tournament. I really think that they're going to be a team to watch tomorrow and throughout tonight.
All right, well, we got Tom and Kelly on the floor, or better known as T-Squared and Mrs. Violence. How's it going down there, guys?
Hey, thanks, Fwiz. Thanks, Stro. I'm here with 2 of the members from Farico Impact. I got Karma over here. I got Miracles right here. Miracles, let's talk about the preparation and the grind for this event. What did you guys do to prepare?
We put in about 8 hours a day into the game, man. The grind was real for us.
The grind is real. Is that what you would say is why you guys are doing so well right now?
Yeah, definitely. We put a lot of time into teamwork and chemistry, and I think that's what's paying off right now.
Now, you just got back from EGL. You won MLG Dallas, 2 events, your first 2 events. What would it mean to you to win this 3rd event?
It'd mean a lot, man. Winning with these guys would be huge, man. I love my team. I love every player. To win with these guys, man, it'd be amazing.
Awesome. That's a good answer. Good answer.
That's hard to find. A lot of heart, chemistry, all in one team with 4 dudes. It's tough to get along. So Karma, one of the best players literally in the world right now. What are some of your strengths and weaknesses as a team?
As a team, we're a very smart team. Our teamwork is next to like nothing. It's amazing. Our communication is on another level. And overall, all 4 of our players are probably the most well-rounded players in the game, to be honest.
What are some of the things you guys can work on for the future matches?
Not yell at each other when we lose, and keep our composure. Those are probably the 2 biggest things. We haven't lost a match in like 2 months. We've lost maps, so if we do lose a match, it'll be interesting to see how we bounce back.
Awesome, awesome.
And my
Staying
question
humble.
to you,
Yeah.
I got a quick question. Is this your guys' tournament to lose?
No, I think we're favored.
I'm saying, are you guys going to win this thing, or are you guys going to lose it?
Hopefully, man. I'm a humble person, so hopefully. Man.
Aw.
All right, these guys got their heads on their shoulders, and good luck to you, and good luck to all the teams competing, and back to you guys, Fwiz and Stro.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. I think it is for them to lose.
Yeah, I was about to say, it is your tournament to lose,
Yeah,
Miracles. You guys are looking so strong coming into this one. He didn't want to admit that they were going to lose at all. That's how passionate those guys are. They didn't want to even have the word loss there at all. So, interesting.
Yeah, no, look, Karma, I think it's an interesting point for him to make because, Karma was like, we don't get along too well when we lose, but this team hasn't been losing at all. So if one of these teams tomorrow can get on their bad side, make them drop a map, I really, really want to see how Impact is able to kind of rise to that occasion if they do start going after one another.
And that's the thing. There's some teams here that are looking strong. Frico Impact, they had to only win 4 maps because they were the #1 seed coming into Dallas. 4 matches. So they only played 4 matches in Dallas, Right. They saw some tough teams, though, there. They 3-0'd Envy. They took out Unite. They played some really strong teams, VVV. And now they're here after coming off of Blackpool, England, EGL. They went in there strong, but still they looked a little vulnerable at EGL. Right. They took a few games to map 5 there, so it's interesting to see how they're going to come back here with all the competition that they saw at MLG. Absolutely. And some of the best competition from Europe and around the world, all 6 continents represented with the best teams in the world. They're going to have to face some solid competition here.
I completely agree. And Puckett and Justine, what are your last thoughts here for the evening?
Well, I'm here with Mr. Chris Puckett, and we had an amazing day. And I know you were running around all day on every single station. So do you have any crazy highlights that you want to share with us?
Favorite match of the day? I think it was watching Optic Gaming and them just dominating Rage. It's just the one team that I thought would be grinding Optic, going up against Rage a little bit earlier. And
I mean,
Rage, they didn't perform, and Optic, they're showing me that they are the team to beat in that group. They earned their #1 seed, and they're going to be looking amazing tomorrow.
I mean, they didn't win at MLG Dallas, but could this be the tournament that they win in? All right, we're going to head back up to the booth to Fwiz and Hastro, and what do you guys got for us?
All right, thank you, Justine and Puckett. Hey, man, what a day it has been. We've seen a lot of things happen here.
Man.
Yes, you got to give it up. We saw, again, pool #1, some crazy play that came out of there from Frico Impact that ended up winning it, and then we saw the round robin that went down that had Immunity, Phoenix in it. That was just crazy matches that came up. Seeing Unite kind of get upset, knocked out of the tournament was a surprise for everybody following the Call of Duty Championship. So it's been quite the day here for day #1 at Call of Duty.
Without a doubt, we have 5 streams kicking, and I think there are still some matches being played right now. So to wrap the day up, Fwiz, the one thing I can say is that there's so much heart put in by these players. You got to just pay attention to the reactions in the matches. These guys are great sportsmen at the end of the day. Hats off to every single player competing here, because the passion behind it, the heart, the amount of work that these teams have to put in. There's $1 million on the line. There's no doubt that they're working their hardest to win this event. And just the heartbreak, seeing some of these teams lose and get eliminated. the stories behind all these things going on here. There's just so much drama, and you know, it's just making out to culminate into that championship on Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, U.S. Make sure you tune in throughout the weekend, but make sure, if anything, to come in on Sunday and check out the championship match.
I'll give you another good reason to come in on Sunday, my man. If you like the Replacer, we got something coming in. The Uprising DLC is also going to be on Sunday. So you got the championship going down, the $1 million tournament all coming down to Sunday, and you've got the Uprising DLC drop. You're gonna see it here first here. So you guys better be tuning in. You have plenty of reasons to be watching on Sunday, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Fwiz. So I'm Hastro, this is Fwiz from Hollywood, California at the $1 million tournament. This has been day number 1. Make sure to tune in tomorrow morning. We'll be right back.